So I want to use okay, let me use the Apache. Abi, since you want me to use Apache or Nginx, which one? I can use.
Nginx for
Okay.
me. Oh,
So let me use Nginx. Sudo apt install Nginx. I don't know why this nigga is showing me that. So, okay, so let's confirm if our Nginx installed, right? How do you confirm that? Do systemctl, sudo systemctl, right? Sudo systemctl status Nginx. So our Nginx is running, right? Remember we opened port 80. Do you remember? You guys remember?
yeah.
We open port 80. So Nginx runs on port 80. So we can actually check the default page, index.html of Nginx. How do you do that? Let me show you. This is this thing. Just copy this, your public IP, right? And go to your browser tab, next type, paste your IP and see what happens. Continue. Remember, now you can see that, remember HTTP, port 80 is HTTP. There's no S there. It's not secured. That is why you're seeing not secured. We are using port 80, which is not secured, but then we can see continue, right? If we wanted it to be secured, we would have used port 443, right? So, but we're using 80 here, so we can continue. And you will see Nginx web page here. Can you see my browser?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, you can see. So now I want to deploy something. I want to deploy my portfolio website on Nginx. See what I'm gonna do. Let me go to this. So let me look for because my portfolio website is just that's normal HTML, CSS and little JavaScript that I did, right? So I'm going to copy my source code, right? Then I'm going to go into, okay, so I want to create a folder. Let me create a folder and create a folder called portfolio, right? Create a folder called portfolio. Then when you create the folder, I want to go into that folder called that same portfolio, right? So what was that portfolio? I didn't put portfolio. So you can see I'm inside my portfolio, present working directory. You can see I'm inside this folder portfolio, right? So this is just basic administration you guys will be doing, right? So I want to deploy, first I want to pull my source code, right? I'm going to use git clone. I want to clone, that's my portfolio code. Git clone this guy. What's the link? I want to paste the link here. So then clone it. So normally on on server 20, you will have to install Git, but 22 is already pre-installed. I don't need to install Git, right? So if you check here, you can see my portfolio, um, um, my portfolio source code has been called clone. So I want to CD it through it, right? I've CD into it. So you can see what is inside there. I have license, readme, assets, and then .html. Now I want to push this my code to deploy inside where I want to push it inside here where I have that default Nginx this thing. So let's first go and check what is inside that Nginx. Let's go and check what is inside that Nginx HTML folder. How do you check it? The route, that place, that Nginx folder is inside let's cd into var inside var. I want to see the inside var into var first, then list what is inside there. Inside here we have www. This is it. This is where you have your contents, the web contents. Yeah. So now let me cd into it. www cd into www. Then you see what is inside there in HTML. Now cd into HTML. What I call by cd, change directory. cd means change directory, right? I'm changing directory. You understand, guys? I'm changing directory. I'm just using the initials. You understand? cd HTML, HTML. Now, what is inside there? We have this guy here, right? I want to cut without putting this in my browser. I want to see what is inside there on my terminal. How do I do that? I use cat. And this is the default thing that is displayed on our browser, right? Welcome to Nginx. If you use this page, the Nginx web server is successfully running, blah, blah, blah. You understand? So here's that page. How many tabs did I have open? So let me show you. Okay, this is it. So you see it, this is it. Welcome to Nginx. If you see this page, this web, blah, 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 is successfully installed and working. So I want to override this and deploy my own this thing inside it. So what I'm going to, let me now go back to my own folder. So I'm going to go back to, oh yeah, it's portfolios. Okay, I need to delete this one because it's created, yeah, but I couldn't log into it. So I'm going to delete it, sudo remove initials, then it is a folder I need to use recursive, right? So delete it. You can see it's no longer there. So this is the folder we need. So I'm going to change directory into that portfolio, yeah, inside it. Then I want to also enter my portfolio. Double click on this and it's replaced. I click there. So enter. I'm inside there. Then you see all my contents. Now I want to push this content into that folder. That's val/www/html folder where Nginx have their index HTML file. So how do we do that? I'm going to use a command sudo cp copy everything recursively, right? Then I'll use a wildcard because I want to copy everything into this folder, right? HTML, right? So you want us to go and check? Let us go and check. Right? You can see I've pushed everything inside here. Can you see, guys? I've pushed everything inside here, but then we still have this index.nginx. I want to remove it so that I can have my own index published on the web browser. So how do we do that? We've done something like that before. Use sudo rm remove this guy, right? So check removed, right? So now we must restart our nginx so that it will initialize our files we just push into it. Won't show us error. So how do we do that? You must reload it. Sudo system 6el, right? Restart nginx. Then also, I want to use, let me see if I can reload. Yeah, then I want to enable. Let me use enable. Yeah, then I want to see the status of my nginx. It is running successfully. Yeah, our nginx is running. Now, let's go and check our browser IP again. Let's just refresh this, see what happens. Guys, you can see my portfolio is showing.
Nice one.
Yeah, so this is just practice on this thing. So that is just it anyways. Just basic stuff, very basic stuff. Understand? I can send you the IP. You can check on your browser. Let me send you guys the IP. I'll send you the IP. Check your browser. You see the same content. Let me know what you see. Access it from your phone, your system, anywhere, because it's a public IP.
It's working. It's working. Can
It.
access this thing.
So that is just it. So we are done. So I'm just going to terminate this. Do you have any question before I terminate anything? Anybody question?
So, Mike, I have a question.
All right. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So now, after you deleted the previous, or should I say, overwritten the index file,
Yeah.
must you restart Nginx?
Yes. You must restart it.
You do Nginx restart, Nginx enable.
I did restart. I did enable. Yeah. Why did I enable? I wouldn't have done that. Why I did that enable was there was really no need. That enable is because you do the enable if you're going to stop the server and on it again the next day or some other time, so that the engineers will automatically start by itself.
Okay. Okay. So basically, whenever you change, let's just whenever you add a new file to the server, you need to restart Nginx.
Yes, if you're starting putting a new file into your Nginx web server, you're updating your
Yeah.
web server, you need to restart it.
Okay.
You
All
know,
right.
through error. Okay. Peace. Do you have any question before we call it day?
No, not for now. Not for now. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm just going to terminate. See what will happen. See this my this thing terminal. Once I terminate this server, it will close down my terminal. So let me terminate. How do you terminate server? So once you click on select the server, go to instance state. And I also mentioned, I forget to mention, for some those of you that were having issues connecting to Qt, remoting into your system, you have option of connecting to your server from the browser without going to your local system. Once you click on this, right, click on this instance connect, right, you have your IP here, your Ubuntu username, click on connect, and it will take you to another tab and initialize a terminal, right? To initialize the terminal, let's wait for that. So initializing, establishing connection. So in less than a minute or two, this will be up. You can run all those commands I did there. You can do everything here, do anything here. You can see this is it. Same terminal. Guys,
So I promise before you leave,
I can't hear you.
can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to say before you leave, do you have any resource or should I say video you can recommend so we can watch to get ourselves conversant with this terminal, especially
That's
like the commands?
Okay, so for I will check when it comes to using terminal. That is okay. I tend to do a session for Linux, learning Linux generally, right, with commands. So, but then let me see. There's something I wanted to propose to the group that I know will be helpful for everybody, right? So, I will share. I will share. Right.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. So,
Thank you. Thank you so much. God bless.
right, so I'll just terminate my instance now. This is how you select the instance, go to instance state, right, click on terminate, and everything I provisioned and my terminal SSH is disconnected, as you can see. I don't have any connection power to that, any access to that server anymore. So this is gone. So you wait for this one is shutting down and terminating. You keep refreshing to show terminating after shutting down, right? So this one is gone. You can see everything is blanked out. So keep refreshing, and but then if you cannot wait for it to shut down, you're already done. Just go your way, right? So that's it. But sometimes you might not need to shut that terminate. Once there, you can always want to stop. So from the same interface. You can choose stop. Okay, you can see the server is terminated, so everything is gone. If I want to do the whole process that I did now, I have to provision the server again, right? So that is just it, guys. So yeah,
Very useful.